Hey, what's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony Rosca, and today we're gonna do a little bit of running and gunning in Miami, on the streets of Miami. We're gonna do some fashion street photography. We're gonna do some urban clothing kind of style, and we're gonna play with the shape, form, and texture. We don't necessarily need to get the soft light on the face of our subject, because all the lights around us are hard lights, and we're gonna try to match the street lights with some small flashes. I'm gonna use the Godox V1 Pro and the Godox A100. I'm gonna trigger everything with the new Godox Nano. I'm shooting with the Canon R5, and for my gear I decided to have only the a 14-35 f4 lens and an 85 1.2 lens. Either I'm gonna blur the background, make it soft, or I'm gonna try to show more of the streetscape. So I have Eric with us today. He's featuring this hand-painted t-shirt by Renis. It's a very super nice process, and is a permanent mark on the t-shirt. And of course, we're gonna try to combine everything with the vibe of Miami. I am trying to create more mood than anything else. We're gonna start with 14-35 millimeter wide angle lens. We're gonna take some shots, and we're gonna keep moving. It will be hard to record everywhere here because there are cars, there are people, so we're gonna be somehow restricted. A situation like this, I'm just playing like with a low position. I'm trying to have Eric to stretch his foot towards my lens, because I have a wide angle. We're gonna create some distortion, but we're gonna incorporate more of the street scene, and we're gonna add to the picture. The settings what I have on the camera right now, my shutter speed is 1/20. I'm shooting at 8.4 and ISO 1600. My flash is at 256 power, because I just need a little bit of light to create a little bit of exposure on the face, but I keep everything to try to incorporate as much as I can from the street lights. I have Lydia pointing the flash towards Eric's face. He's having his nose towards the flash all the time, so I don't have cross shadows. And I'm just trying to concentrate the flash on the face, a little bit, to separate it from the background, to make it a point of interest. But I'm trying to absorb of the street lights as much as I can. On night photography, I gotta make sure that all the time I have some separation from the background with my subject. I gotta make sure that it's some light or some color, anything, just to make sure that he pops out. You gotta keep your hands steady, because you are shooting a very slow speed, and you're gonna create some a blur here and there. How the face is in focus and sharp, everything what is the clothing moving, and they are blurred. It's like an artistic interpretation, so you gotta make sure that the face is in focus and everything else adds to the picture. You gotta pay attention to your composition. Try to put your subject between the buildings, to create a balance, and it's like doing a landscape photography. If the background looks nice, everything will gonna look nice. We found a really good location here, and I'm using the street as a leading line for my picture. Also, I like the color in the background, kind of resonate a little bit with the shoes. I'm using a low angle to photograph this, because I want to distort the image a little bit to make it more modern. It's Miami, it's full of life, and everybody's enjoying life here. When you're shooting with wide angle on the streets, you got to pay attention all the time to don't have converging lines. Of course, in some situation you're gonna have super distortion, so it's nothing you can do. But try to look on the back of the screen to make sure the parallel line, vertical line stays always parallel, and you don't have to work too much in post. So keep your ISO high. Make sure that you have enough shutter speed to don't get blurry images. Play with the angles, play with the location, have fun. It's nothing, to stop you. If you have fun, you're going to discover a new way to take better pictures. And also, you're going to have like happy accidents. You'll learn something new. So don't be afraid to experiment on location with everything what is around you, and keep your flash to minimum, because you want to enhance. You got to show the light in the location, especially if you are in a beautiful location like each. We are in the design district in Miami, and everything around is just, unbelievable. Walking around, I just keep an eye for something interesting. I like how the shadows, all of these chairs are on the ground. And of course, I have to take some pictures with all these lights in the background. I like these McDonald's shapes behind Eric here. and I really like the vibe of this place. I'm shooting f4 with wide angle. Basically, I think it's the only way to go in a place like this with a wide angle, because otherwise, you know, just blurring the background, it doesn't do any justice to this place. I'm looking at everything just for the shape and form and texture. I just want a geometrical play in the picture, and I'm just trying to keep everything, you know, nice, and always trying to have the whole picture, to have a nice composition, not just with Eric, with the background too. Of course, we are in Miami, and we have to photograph the graffiti walls. They are more famous in Wynwood, but in Design District we have a couple of them, and this is beautiful. We have to take some pictures here. I'm trying to avoid the flash on the wall. I'm just trying to feather it away, so I'll stay only on Eric's face, or get the nice design behind him, and I'll have a nice exposure on Eric, and separate him a little bit from the background. And this photo shoot, we tried to stay away from the traditional posing. We had fun, you know, just move around. We tried to convey a sense of motion in these pictures. And of course, we have to showcase the surroundings. And this is the beautiful Miami Design District, and it's always, you know, something nice around us here. Very nice location to take pictures, and it's very easy to find the perfect angle all the time, because it's all over the place. It's something new. Also, Eric did a tremendous job. You know, it's super hot, even like it's as March, it's super hot in Miami, and he was sweating his tail off to take this a nice picture. This was a lucky find. The light here is just blue and crazy. We took a couple of exposure. We just used the flash to have the right exposure on Eric's face. Everything looks good. Okay. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.